Wow, I just saw something breathtaking in regards to Bitcoin. Something that will probably blow a lot of people's minds out there if they haven't already come across this. And I think a lot of people probably have missed it up until this point. We also have Bitcoin hitting new all-time highs, hitting over 126,000 since my last video. It's fun to watch, definitely. I mean, right now, it's not like we're seeing a massive like melt up, burn your face off type run. I mean, don't get me wrong, Bitcoin's up a lot this month so far from like 113,000, but I'm saying like we're not getting days that are $5,000 moves, $10,000 moves, nothing like that. It's just like it's chopping up with the rest of the market, which is pretty crazy to see. We're at $126,000 Bitcoin, and a lot of people have no idea that's even close to there because it's not like, it's hitting the headlines that Bitcoin's up $10,000 in a day or anything like that. No, it's just slowly chopping its way up. So let's talk about everything you need to know today. I don't think this is necessarily bad, us chopping up. I think it means that we're less likely to see a massive drop. We also have altcoins moving up today. I mean, Ethereum's within 5% of all-time highs, maybe less than that. So we went up to 4,900 basically, 4,950, I guess. Now we're at 4,700 now. I had someone ask me in the Telegram and the whale chat, kind of ask not just me, but everyone in there, when do we think ETH will break all-time highs? And do we think it's going to break out quick after that, or will it come back down? So I'll give some of my thoughts on that too. If you don't mind, hit subscribe so you can see future videos like this. If you haven't already signed up for BYDeFi, check it out. There's 2 days left in this massive giveaway. We do this pretty consistently, like maybe once a month or every 2 months, where we allow you to trade and get a ton of free money. And this is not just for new members or anything like that. This is for everyone that's ever signed up. So there are people that have made thousands and thousands of dollars just from trading their normal amount, and they get extra bonuses on top of it. So check this out underneath the video and join the Telegram too. Sometimes I post exclusive videos in there and some extra information. Now Bitcoin hitting now over $126,000 today. I mean, we've had nothing but green days recently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green days in a row. Don't be surprised if we see a bit of a pullback. I've said this before, like a few days ago. I said we could see some resistance right around $127,000, which we're very close to. Honestly, I'd say that if we go back down, it pretty much hit this line, right? It just connects the previous peaks. And right around 126 to 127, we could see some resistance. And if you want to go like even a little bit more bearish, if you think we're going to cool down for a while, we could go down to like 119,000, right? We could come back down to this multi-cycle trend. I'm not saying we're going to go down there, but if you don't think we're just going to continue breaking out to all-time highs, well, if we see a pullback, this would be an obvious line of support. Could see 120 as well, big psychological level there, but it's funny that 115,000 or $120,000 Bitcoin triggers people now. It's like the new fear price. It's some people's worst case scenario. It's funny how a 10% pullback would still put us into the 100 and something teens, right? That's just crazy to think about. For everyone that's been around Bitcoin for a while, we're in price discovery. This is kind of cool because a lot of people were able to buy at $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 Bitcoin, and now we're so far past that. Now Ethereum's also running. I'll get back to where I think Ethereum could be and when we could hit all-time highs. We've just seen so much in the weekly crypto asset fund flows. It's amazing. I mean, last week we saw nearly 6 billion. I'm going to be watching tonight to see what we see for inflows. We're seeing some shorts liquidated today, but it's not a huge amount. 230 million on a day where Bitcoin's hitting all-time highs. Like that, it's spot-led buying that's causing the price to go up, in my opinion. So I would assume that these fund flows will be pretty significant this week. And we had that big change for Grayscale with ETH and ETH becoming the first spot crypto exchange traded ETPs, or just the first crypto ETPs to enable staking, along with GSOL. And I saw some more information on this earlier today. One of these ETFs is going to be giving dividends, and then one is going to be using the staking to buy back ETH or buy more ETH to like increase the value of the underlying fund. So pretty interesting there. I think this could cause some more inflows too, just into altcoins, into other ETPs, ETFs. If you want to start like a position in whatever, BlackRock's ETF, I don't even remember what is. Well, Fidelity's is FETH. So some people will probably buy those knowing that staking's coming down the line. Gold hitting all-time highs today, up 2%. This is incredible. It just continues. 50% up for the year, nearly $4,000 per ounce. Market cap's nearing $27 trillion. Just incredible. Congrats everyone that bought gold, because it hasn't performed fantastic over the last 5 years or so. Most of the returns are just coming this year. But congrats to everyone that's bought it. You're doing well now. IBIT is a hair away from $100 billion. It's now the most profitable ETF for BlackRock by a good amount now, based on the current AUM. Check out the ages of the rest of the top 10. So this is just a list of BlackRock's top ETFs. It's got more annual revenue by maybe 10% compared to every other ETF. It's over double what the 10th ETF is. And it's 1 year old. Everything else is at least 12 years old. Most are in the 20, 25-year-old range. And we have IBIT becoming the most profitable ETF that they have. Well, maybe not the most profitable, bringing in the most annual revenue. That's incredible. I mean, this is the breathtaking thing that I talked about. This kind of brings me over to what I was going to say on Ethereum as well. If we really do get staking in a lot of these ETFs, if BlackRock has a staking ETH ETF, if we start to see it for other funds, I would not be surprised to see them push hard for clients to buy these ETFs. And that will definitely move the price up. So if we get approval, I said this is one of the biggest catalysts for altcoins this quarter. If we get approval on staking for BlackRock, Fidelity, those types of funds, I think that will funnel even more money than we're seeing right now. I'm talking like billions of dollars a week into Ethereum and push us well above all-time highs. All right, 5,000 plus. Obviously, there's some psychological resistance at 5,000, and then also we just hit close to 5,000 recently. So I think we could bust through there. Of course, we could get rejected beforehand. A lot of it's going to come back down to Bitcoin, the economy, and the stock market. But don't be surprised if we bust above, and that happens relatively quickly. Especially if Bitcoin keeps on going up. Even without the staking, I think Ethereum could bust through all-time highs. But I don't like to give a specific time or a specific price or anything like that, because honestly, it doesn't do anyone any good, right? I'm not going to be right. No one's going to be right on the exact time and how high Ethereum is going to go this cycle. But with BlackRock making this much money from a new ETF, you better believe they're just going to try to continue to bring more money into IBIT and then into Ethereum. Staking is very attractive for Wall Street. Here's the fastest ETFs to hit $100 billion. VOO was the current best, just over 2,000 days. IBIT did it in about 1/5 the time, 435 days. But they have $2 billion to go. All right, so if Bitcoin goes up another 2% or IBIT has another couple big days, they'll be in that $100 billion club. Let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. Again, the thing that's so breathtaking to me is just how much money these ETFs are making, and just how quickly they've been able to get AUM, right? These are by far the best we've ever seen. These are massive profit drivers for these companies, and they're just so scalable, right? Like, I can't imagine how much money they're going to make from this in 5-10 years. I mean, they're not doing this for a year or two and then canceling the fund. No, they're going to continue to offer these products, and we're going to continue to see inflows. And if Bitcoin's at $500,000, that will bring BlackRock $1 billion a year just from their main fund, right? Just from the IBIT ETF. It's incredible. Let me know your thoughts. I think this is really good for Bitcoin and for crypto in general. Again, if you want to trade, check out BYDeFi underneath the video. I have links to other exchanges too. I use multiple exchanges, but I've really liked BYDeFi recently. You can check out BTCC, BLOFIN, BitUniX, WEEX underneath the video. Thank you so much. I'll see y'all soon. Bye.